Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another brand new episode of Sunday Travel Updates. I have some interesting news for you this week. So without wasting any time, as you can see on my screen, 98% of you who are regularly watching my channel are non-subscribers. Guys, please hit that subscribe button and support my channel. News number one I have for you is some good news for the people of Mumbai because Indigo has launched its new flights from Mumbai to Bali, direct flights starting from October 18th. Now this comes in as a very big news because from a lot of cities in India, there are no direct flights to places like Bali. Slowly they started in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Kolkata and Delhi, but Mumbai and southern part of India, like more southern part of India, like Kerala, there are very few flights flying directly to Bali. So this is a great sign, and as you can see on my screen, these are the timings that will be effective from October 18th of 2025. News number two I have for you is some interesting news is North Korea has opened its new beach resort and wants international travelers. I know there are very few Indian travelers or Indian backpackers who have gone to North Korea. If North Korea accepts Indian passport holders going forward, it will be very interesting to see how many of them from India actually travel to North Korea. Guys, if you don't know, you just cannot travel to North Korea just like that. You have to travel to China, you have to pay a particular tour company which only goes from China to North Korea via train, and you have to go in the same tour package with the same group in the train following so many rules. So like I said, very few Indians have gone to North Korea. So me personally, I would love to visit North Korea if it opens up to Indian passport holders. The next news I have for you is very good news because VFS has simplified Canadian visa rules for Indian passport holders. Now there is a lot of confusion when you want to apply for Canadian visa, whether it's tourism, whether it's work, or whether it's dependent visa, any kind of visa. There was a lot of hassle before of applying Canadian visa. Now they have made it very easy, simple step-by-step rule if you want to apply for Canadian visa. If you would like to know this, please do put a comment. Depending upon the comments, I can definitely make a video on how to apply your Canadian visa with the simplified rules. The next news I have for you, which might really disappoint some of you, because Thailand has seen 20% decline in its revenue this year when you compare to previous years. Now 20% is a huge decline because Thailand is one of those countries which is heavily dependent on tourism. When tourism creates a problem in terms of revenue, it's going to be very difficult for a certain country to come back into the picture. Now if you see Indian passport holders, they were flowing, they were falling into Thailand year by year up till last year. Now the trend has changed with Indian passport holders. They're looking at Malaysia, which is visa free, just like Thailand. They're looking at Vietnam, which is encouraging Indian travelers. They're looking at Phuket Islands, which is in Vietnam, which you do not even need a visa. Now Bali, Indonesia is visa on arrival. So you have a lot of options now in terms of tourism, and Japan visa is only 1,800 rupees. So people are thinking otherwise, people are coming out of Thailand, but this is a huge number, guys. That is a huge decline, and Thailand is working on its tourism tactics, what to do, how to improve the tourism in the high season, which is going to start in a couple of months. The next update, very important update I have for you, is 6 months passport validity rule. Now 86 countries have made it mandatory for all the international travelers to have your passport at least 6 months valid at the date of arrival. Now I would clearly say, because a lot of people ping me on Instagram and they say, I'm traveling to Dubai, I have only 2 months passport validity. I am traveling to Thailand, I have only 3 months passport validity. Guys, 6 months passport validity is something which is by default. So if you do not have 6 months passport validity, first of all, do not apply for any visa. Once you get your passport renewed, then apply for visa. If you want to know how to renew your Indian passport, I've made a dedicated video, step-by-step process on how to renew your Indian passport. Just follow my video, get your passport renewed, get a 10-year passport, then apply for visa or travel to different countries. If you are in dilemma, do not travel, because even if you clear the immigration in India, you will definitely be stopped in the foreign countries immigration, and there are high chances that you will be deported back to India. So the next important update I have for you is Neo DCB card. Now there was a huge scam with me when using Neo DCB card. and this came in as a surprise. So I've made a dedicated video, guys. I don't want to eat up time in this video. Whenever you're using any international forex card, be very careful. Your account might get hacked or your card might be cloned. Be very careful and sensible. Watch my video on what exactly happened to me and how I was able to recover my money back. Always be very careful when you're using any forex card in foreign countries. The next biggest update of this video I have for you is US travel gets tougher and tougher day by day. Now, even if you have a US B1 B2 visa, doesn't guarantee you landing in United States of America, because the border controls, the immigration, the reason what or why you want to go, and in fact getting a visa process, getting through your visa process or landing as a tourist in US, you'll have to pay integrity fee that has been recently introduced by US, and also an additional $200 to $300 hike in B1 B2 visa. So if you have dream of visiting US anytime soon, guys, just bury it, because it's going to be difficult and more difficult now going to the United States of America or even getting a visa with United States of America. Lot of people did travel on a B1 B2 visa and were denied entry to United States because the reason was not accepted. So it really doesn't matter if you have a valid visa. Your entry is not depending on your visa. It depends on 1,000 other factors. Please check out my USA B1 B2 video. I've listed all the reasons, and be very extra cautious. Have a plan B in your mind when you're traveling to US, because if that fails, keep another option in nearby countries to visit for you yourself, not to get disappointed. So I hope this travel updates, very short travel updates, guys, this was very helpful. This is what happened across the last 1 week. I'll catch you guys in my next video.